Hey, what's going on? My name is Tim, and I am building an electric car out of a 1985 Pontiac Fiero. Now, I've already done a lot of the teardown because this car also has to be restored as it's being converted to be an electric car. I have most of my electric parts. I have a lot of work to do on the restoration, but hopefully we can start putting the car back together soon. I'll show you guys basically how far along I am. Alright, so this here is the rear engine cradle. This is the transmission, and it's all brand new. It's all been redone, and it just needs to get, well, the rear knuckles, I have them. I have to put them on with the tie rods and everything else, and, well, the shocks and springs and everything else, which I have most of. I just need to get, well, the shocks so that the springs and the knuckles and the tie rods and everything can tie together. And right here, there's my mounting plate that I got from Canadian Electric Vehicles, and it's going to go onto the transmission. And here's the motor that's going to be going into the car. I got the advanced DC 9-inch motor, and I think it's going to do the job nicely. So yeah, it'll be great to finally get this whole thing put together. Another thing I got here I can show you is when you're bored and you're at a standstill, you can always just take your rims and shine them up nicely and get them ready for when the car is ready. But now, what do you say I show you the car? Alright, here's the car. In pieces, in shambles. The car is completely taken apart because there's quite a bit of rust at the back end here that needs to be fixed. And, well, the whole body needs to be repainted, and I'm told it's easier to paint Fieros piece by piece. So here we have the engine compartment. As you can see, there's quite a bit of rust in there. Quite a bit of rust in there. Same on this side. You can see through the car, but, you know, the main structure is still okay. It's just all basically the sheet metal needs to be redone. Even this trunk needs to be redone. But overall, the car is in good shape. It just needs some rust work, which I can't do myself, and that's why I'm kind of at a standstill right now. And then these doors, I've got to take them off, but I can't take them off because the windows are up. The windows have to be down for me to remove that mirror. And as you can see, I don't have any batteries to basically plug the car in and roll the windows down. I tried to jumper the car with this right here. These are the positive cables, and it's not focusing on it. These are the positive cables. It's not working. Anyway, you can see the cables there. I need to jumper those, but for some reason it just wasn't working, so I can't get the doors off right now. I'll have to figure out something to do with that. But anyway, here's the front end. I'm gonna put battery box in here. Maybe another battery box in here. I'm trying to keep a lot of the weight out of the front end because I don't want this the suspension and steering to be kind of off, because it is, you know, it's not power steering, and also, you know, there wasn't a lot of weight up at the front before the conversion, so I want to try and keep the weight balanced to the way it was stock. I took the blower motor off and everything there, and that's where I'm going to put my ceramic heater right in there, and I've cleaned up the entire blower motor and everything else. The headlights are out right now, but they are just getting cleaned up. One of the motors might have to be rebuilt, I'm not positive, but this is the car as it stands right now. Oh, the other thing, this right here is a real pain. I am having a lot of hard times taking the suspension off. I got the upper control arms off. There's both of them sitting right down there. But on each side, I still have this lower control arm right here. It won't come off. I've got both the bolts undone. I got that bolt is undone, and that bolt is undone, but they're rusted to the sleeves and the rubber inside, so I've got to cut them off somehow. And also these up here, where the front suspension crossbeam runs across the car and attaches right there, that doesn't want to come off. I know this is really dark, but I hope it turns out. So I'm having some trouble with a few things. Once I get those last few things off, I can really start finishing up the restoration of the car as soon as I have somebody come here and fix all that rust. But I didn't start taking videos from the beginning, and it's probably a good thing because it's just been such a slow process. But now I'm really wanting to get going on it. So hopefully we can move along quickly, and I'll try and keep posting some updated videos. And I'll try and post some more updated videos with the electric conversion process, because that part is, well, it's really interesting and it's a lot of fun, because that's when things start coming together. So hopefully bit by bit we'll get this thing finished.